A blessed day to everyone. In behalf of the principal author, Dr. Arlene Semanero of Santa Maria West District, Schools Division of Bulacan, Philippines, and co-author Dr. Ricardo Reyes III of the College of Education, Universidad de Manila, Manila City, Philippines, I, Dr. Maria Arlene Berania, co-author too, is grateful and honored to present our paper entitled Challenges in the Implementation of School-Based Management of Developing Schools, Basis for a Compliance Framework. To begin with, school-based management, or SBM, is a strategy that focuses on the improvement of every public school's general performance in education by transferring significant decision-making authority from central offices to individual schools. Most countries adopt school-based management to enhance school systems. In the Philippines, school-based management is a Department of Education trust that decentralizes the decision-making from the central office and field offices to individual schools to enable them to better respond to their specific education needs. School-based management has four principles being implemented: leadership and governance, curriculum and instruction, accountability and continuous improvement, and management resources. The leadership and governance, which pertains to the performance of the school, to provide a development plan developed collaboratively by stakeholders of the school and community and the school, is organized by a clear structure and work arrangement that promotes shared leadership and governance and define the roles and responsibilities of the stakeholders. The curriculum instruction involved the teaching and learning process in school, teachers' competencies, and learners' performance. The accountability and continuous improvements, which validates the clear, transparent, inclusive, and responsive accountability system, is in place. Collaboratively developed by community stakeholders, which monitors expected and actual performance, continually addresses the gaps, and ensures a venue for feedbacks and redress. Lastly, the management of resources assesses the school's resources that are collaboratively and judiciously mobilized and managed with transparency, effectiveness, and efficiency. The challenges in the implementation of school-based management are normal occurrence and have to be addressed. In this study, the researchers opted to analyze the challenges of the Level 1 schools in the implementation of school-based management and aim to propose a compliance framework that may strengthen and improve the school's school-based management implementation. Please take note of the following keywords. For the method, the study was conducted in 5 Level 1 schools regarding school-based management compliance in district schools, divisions of Bulacan, Philippines. This study is qualitative research that utilized the descriptive design. Document analysis was employed to describe the level of compliance in school-based management of its schools. To find out the challenges encountered by the schools in the implementation of the school-based management, a survey interview using semi-structured interview question formulated by the researchers was performed by the school heads and SBM coordinators. Data gathered from the school document and interviews with respondents were organized, tallied, tabulated, and for interpretation and analysis. For the results, first is the level compliance of participant schools in school-based management. The compliance level of the SBM practice of each school is rated on the following numerical ratio scale. 0 for no evidence of performance, 1 for this evidence indicates beginning structures and mechanisms are in place to demonstrate a child and community-centered education system or access. 2 for evidence indicates planned practices and procedures are fully implemented and aligned to access. And 3 for evidence indicates practices and procedures satisfy the quality standards. The overall average rating for SBM practice is interpreted as follows. 1 to 1.49 is interpreted as level 1 or developing. 1.50 to 2.49 interpreted as level 2 or maturing. 2.5 or to 3.0 is interpreted as level 3 or advanced. The table shows the level of compliance of participant schools in school-based management. All schools are in level 1 or developing status. The evidence of the school-based management practice of the schools indicates the beginning structures and mechanisms are in place to demonstrate access. Usually, small schools are at this level due to limited resources in terms of funds and support from the stakeholders. According to Santos, the gaps and needs in this level in terms of SPM performance are clearly visible because of limited support as the main stakeholders, such as local government unit and local school board, prioritize big schools in terms of fund allotment. In other words, schools with level 1 performance indicate poor enactment of transparency and low value of support mechanism. In the four principles of school-based management, leadership and governance guides the education system to achieve its shared vision, mission, and goals, making them responsive and relevant to the context of diverse environments. Curriculum and learning system anchored on the community and learners' contexts and aspirations are collaboratively developed and improved continuously. Accountability and continuous improvement mean having a clear, transparent, inclusive, and responsive accountability system in place, collaboratively developed by the school community, which monitors performance and acts appropriately on gaps and gains. Management of resources, on the other hand, are collectively organized, judiciously mobilized, and managed with transparency, effectiveness, and efficiency to support targeted education outcomes. Along with these four principles of access, the SBM practice involved within the context of differentiated practice as created and affected by the variation in the typology of schools, leadership quality and characteristics, resources of the community, diversity of learners, and extent and depth of community involvement. The variation in the typology of schools, like the small schools, affected their compliance within the SBM requirements. Next are the challenges of the school-based management. The table shows the responses of the respondent that lead the researchers to determine the challenges encountered by the participant schools in the implementation of the school-based management in terms of leadership and governance. School number 1, encountered challenges in guiding teachers in proper implementation of school-based management. School number 2, encountered challenges in school heads' role in providing guidance to teachers and parents and establishing open communication with the parents. School number 3 encountered challenges in the implementation of schools' plans, monitoring the execution of these plans. School number 4 encountered challenges in the engagement of the local community in the school improvement planning. School number 5 encountered challenges in the initiative of the school district officials. The next table shows the respondent that lead the researchers to determine the challenges encountered by the participant schools in the implementation of the school-based management in terms of curriculum instruction. School number 1 encountered challenges is the adequacy of learning technologies. For school number 2, the challenges is appropriateness of learning materials for their learners. School number 3 encountered challenges in providing evidence of learning outcomes and performance improvement. School number 4 encountered challenges in financial resources to support curriculum instruction. In school number 5, the challenges in upskilling and retooling teachers. Another table shows the responses of the respondents to that led the researchers to determine the challenges encountered by the participant school in implementation of the school-based management in terms of accountability and continuous improvement. School number 1 encountered challenges in financial and time constraints. For school number 2, encountered challenges in complying with the pertinent documents and periodic reviews of the appraisal mechanism. School number 3 encountered challenges in continuous improvement and projects and familiarity of the schools in the implementation of the school-based management. For school number 4, encountered challenges in the performance, evaluation tools, documentation protocol, and recording of outputs, and continuous school progress and improvement. School number 5 encountered challenges in the commitment of teachers to their work by providing equitable compensation for them. This table shows the responses of the respondent that lead the researchers to determine the challenges encountered by the participant schools in the implementation of the school-based management in terms of management resources. School number 1 encountered challenges in financial constraints. School number 2 encountered challenges in engaging the teachers and students in school programs. The schools also encountered challenges in soliciting support from the low-income earning family of stakeholders. School number 3 encountered challenges in the involvement of the community and limited support from the small stakeholders. School number 4 encountered challenges in manpower and resources and engagement of the local community in school improvement planning. School number 5 encountered challenges in the insufficient school funds and the immediate support for the local government unit. Based on the result of the study, along with the combined views and suggestions of the respondents during the interview process, a proposed compliance framework was crafted by the researchers. The proposed framework is aligned with the principle of the existing school-based management of the school and was based on the challenges encountered by these schools. The objective of the framework is to intensify the implementation of the school-based management of the schools that may help elevate their level and general status. The framework consists of steps in achievement of every school's goal in becoming a high-level school. First is identify the challenge of the level 1 school. These challenges may include school head's role, planning, implementation, and documentation, competencies for teachers, improvement of instruction, community involvement, manpower, financial and time constraint, and commitment of level of teachers. Next is to map the obligation to areas of improvement such as effective school head, clear and achievable development plan, periodic performance assessment, curriculum instruction, collaborative activities, involvement of stakeholders, and commitment and accountability. Then, monitor the development and improvements. Next is to update and re-examine areas of improvement and assess if objectives were achieved. The salient items in each step of this framework will help the school elevate its level and general status. Based on the aforementioned result, the following conclusions were drawn. It was concluded that the actual performance of school study was way below the expected standards of the advanced level of school-based management and that there is a need for improvement of these schools in the implementation of all the principles of the school-based management. The challenges that the school encountered in terms of leadership and governance include guiding the teachers in the proper implementation of school-based management, the school head's role in providing guidance to teachers and parents, establishing open communication, implementation of plans, monitoring of plan execution, engagement of the local community in school improvement, planning, and initiativeness from school district officials. The challenges encountered in terms of curriculum instruction include adequacy of learning technologies, appropriateness of learning materials for the learners, evidence of learning outcomes and performance improvement, and financial resources to support curriculum instruction and upskilling and retooling of teachers. The challenges encountered in terms of accountability and continuous improvement include financial and time constraints, compliance with pertinent documents, periodic reviews of appraisal mechanism, continuous improvement projects, familiarity with the implementation of school-based management, performance evaluation tools, documentations, protocols, and recording of outputs, continuous school progress and improvement, the commitment of teachers through equitable compensation and involvement of stakeholders for improvement. The challenges encountered in terms of management of resources include financial constraints, teacher and students' engagement in school operations, support from the low-income earning family of stakeholders, involvement of the community, limited support from small stakeholders, manpower resources, engagement of the local community in school improvement planning, insufficient school funds, and immediate support from the local government unit. After analyzing the result and upon evaluating the aforementioned conclusion, it was recommended that school needs to conduct comprehensive training to the management and implementation of the school-based management system, and it is necessary to require school heads and teachers to attend related training on adequate supervision, curriculum development, and accomplishing monthly and quarterly instruction and supervisory plans. In addition, periodic monitoring of the school performance is needed to determine if the actual accomplishment of the school fully comply with the school-based management standard. Active engagement of the schools to the community is also recommended. Lastly, the implementation of the proposed compliance framework generated in this study is highly recommended to intensify the implementation of the school-based management to improve the level of the school from level 1 to a higher level. Before I end up with my presentation, I would like to acknowledge and present the following references used in the research that guided the study. And with that, I thank everyone for listening. If you have any question, please feel free to send your messages to the following authors' email addresses, and we will be very much happy to reply. Again, thank you very much, and a blessed day to all.